Are women allowed to work in Islam? Absolutely. Islam encourages both men and women to contribute to society, and this includes working in various fields. How does Islam view women's education? Islam highly values education for all, and women are encouraged to seek knowledge and pursue education throughout their lives. What are the inheritance rights of women in Islam? Women have specific inheritance rights in Islam, which, although different in shares compared to men, were revolutionary in ensuring women had a guaranteed share of their family's wealth. Can Muslim women participate in politics? Yes, Muslim women can and do participate in politics. Several Muslim-majority countries have had female leaders, and women continue to be active in political spheres. What are some common misconceptions about Muslim women? Common misconceptions include the belief that Muslim women are universally oppressed and lack freedoms. These stereotypes often stem from cultural practices rather than Islamic teachings. Position of women in Islam. Hey there, everyone. Today, we're diving into a topic that's both fascinating and often misunderstood. The position of women in Islam. Whether you're curious about the rights of Muslim women or looking to debunk some myths, you're in the right place. Let's explore what Islam says about women and their roles. Before we get into the nitty-gritty, let's rewind a bit. In pre-Islamic Arabia, women's status was pretty grim. They had little to no rights, and their worth was often measured by their utility to men. This backdrop makes the Islamic teachings that came later all the more revolutionary. Islamic teachings brought a wave of change. The Quran, Islam's holy book, has numerous verses that speak to the dignity and respect women deserve. For example, Surah An-Nisa 4:1 emphasizes the equality of men and women, stating that both were created from a single soul. Hadiths, the sayings of the Prophet Muhammad, also highlight the importance of treating women with kindness and respect. One of the most remarkable aspects of Islam is the rights it granted to women over 1400 years ago, rights that were unheard of at the time. Education. The Prophet Muhammad said, "Seeking knowledge is obligatory for every Muslim, which includes women." Education is not just a right but a duty for all Muslims. Marriage and family life. Women have the right to choose their spouse and must give their consent for a marriage to be valid. They also have the right to seek divorce if necessary. Property and inheritance rights. Women in Islam have the right to own property and inherit from their relatives. While the shares might differ, the principle of inheritance itself was revolutionary for its time. Islamic history is rich with examples of powerful and influential women. Khadija, the Prophet Muhammad's first wife, was a successful businesswoman. Aisha, another wife of the Prophet, was a renowned scholar and teacher. These women played crucial roles in the early Islamic community and continue to inspire Muslim women today. Let's tackle some of the common misconceptions head-on. One major stereotype is that Muslim women are oppressed and lack freedom. While there are cultural practices that can be restrictive, they are not reflective of Islamic teachings. Islam, in its essence, advocates for the dignity and empowerment of women. Women's role in modern Islamic societies. In today's world, Muslim women are making strides in various fields. They are educators, doctors, engineers, artists, and politicians. Countries like Pakistan, Bangladesh, and Indonesia have had female leaders, showcasing the political potential of Muslim women. Education and employment. Education levels among Muslim women are rising, and with it, their participation in the workforce. In many Muslim-majority countries, women are breaking barriers in traditionally male-dominated professions. Political participation. Women are increasingly participating in politics, advocating for change, and making their voices heard in legislative processes. Social and cultural contributions. Muslim women contribute to the cultural and social fabric of their societies through art, literature, and activism. Despite the progress, challenges remain. There's often a gap between cultural practices and religious teachings. In some societies, cultural norms can overshadow the rights granted by Islam, leading to issues like restricted mobility and lack of access to education. Legal and social challenges. In many places, legal frameworks need to be updated to better protect women's rights. Socially, there can be resistance to change, making it harder for women to achieve their full potential. Global perspectives. Muslim women around the world face diverse challenges, influenced by local customs, laws, and socio-economic conditions. Understanding these contexts is crucial for addressing their needs effectively. Efforts for women's empowerment in the Muslim world. Fortunately, there's a lot of work being done to empower Muslim women. Grassroots movements are gaining momentum, challenging outdated norms, and advocating for women's rights. Influential organizations and leaders, organizations like Malala Fund, founded by Nobel laureate Malala Yousafzai, are making significant strides in promoting girls' education. Leaders like Queen Rania of Jordan are also powerful advocates for women's rights in the Muslim world. Success stories. From entrepreneurs to activists, Muslim women are achieving remarkable success, inspiring others to follow in their footsteps and strive for their rights. In conclusion, the position of women in Islam is multifaceted and rich with potential for growth and empowerment. By understanding the true teachings of Islam and separating them from cultural practices, we can appreciate the rights and opportunities Islam provides to women. Let's continue to educate ourselves and support the efforts to empower Muslim women worldwide.